anticipation.
And I cut a kid today.
Yeah.
Dang.
He skipped athletics for the third time. He out of there.
Yeah.
I heard, yeah.
But my point is, if you skipping athletics, you ain't serious.
Yeah.
Like you saying, man, it's crazy. And I want to add one more thing to it. AAU lower level is watered the hell down.
Ooh, I was gonna get to that. Oh my
Feel me?
God.
So I don't make my school team, but I go play for this AAU team. Even though we sorry as hell, I play AAU now.
Oh man, you hit her. I ain't want to go there yet.
I had to. Then the kid come to me. Man, how you make the team, coach? I play AAU. The hell that mean? Who you play for? You know
We gotta stop saying AAU. I'm guilty of it, but you know what? Nobody's actually playing AAU basketball no more. We are now in the era of travel. Summer ball.
That's a fact.
Or we can just drop the travel. We're now in the era of spring and summer. Club basketball. Club ball.
Facts.
I'm glad you said that, man. I had an older coach, very successful coach. You know, I ain't gonna call his name, but I made a video about, and I might have misworded it. When I went back, I realized it. And Dawes, I want your opinion too.
All right.
Do you hate? And I'm gonna say this. I'm all for parents and guys giving back to the community. And if this is your way of starting a basketball team, I love it. I'm cool with it. But I'm starting to realize that some people are just giving back and they're in the way. They're out here recruiting elite players, one or two, because they have a relationship, and putting other kids around them. And the video was about these rec level talent teams and coaches who have no intention of actually practicing 3 days a week or actually taking them out of state sometime to expose them to different styles of basketball. Because whether we want to know this or not, Arkansas is behind on basketball and grassroots.
Oh, my God.
So I'm going to say this, and I want y'all to answer this for me. Do you think I'm wrong for what I'm saying when I say that in Arkansas there's a very blurred line between AAU basketball and rec basketball? When you look at these tournaments, they're starting to be blended. I ain't going to lie. I'm going to toot my own horn for like 2 seconds. I put my boys together in May. Officially, my Final Four. You already know my story. We didn't talk about it. But my Final Four, my boy, and, man, literally, May, June. By the end of May, bro, we was beating everybody. The only team we couldn't beat was BW. Everybody else, we got winning records again. And I'm not bragging. It's fourth grade basketball.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, we skipped a lot of growing pains just by tightening up, working 3 days a week, learning the press, learning offensive set, just different things. Good coaching, I guess, and training, me opening the door for other trainers to come in. So what I'm saying is, but I be seeing so many good players stuck on these rec level teams because the line is blurry here in Arkansas. What do you feel about people not knowing the difference between rec and competitive basketball?
It started with the mamas.
I was just, the parents.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these daddies ain't around. Number one, the ones that ain't around, let's talk about the mamas don't know no better. So they take this guy, Coach Hayes. He come pick my son up.
Yes.
May he get him back into, he might give him a happy meal, might feed him, might take him to a camp or two. And so then, I don't know nothing because I'm a mama. So then when he tell me this what I need to do, I'm going to listen to him because I trust him because he been stepping up and with a dad ain't or just stepping up helping me. So then you find these dudes that's scumbags or that's really just doing it for all the wrong reasons.
Or they don't know.
They
just great guys who don't know.
Or they don't know.
Yeah.
And so what they do is they put a kid on the team and they not developing the kid and they don't got a lot of good talent around them. And it's almost like you just sucking the kid dry.
And sitting on them.
And sitting on it. And then when the kid got opportunity to play for a better team, and they'll hate on it.
Facts.
Yeah.
I'll hate on it, man. You know how many times that's happened with kids and I tell them, look, I ain't trying to steal them. If we got something going on at the same time, you first. But when he ain't doing that, let him play for me. And these dudes care about wins so badly that they'll hold the kid back that they know they ain't going to get better. A dude said this is summer.
Yeah.
I hope he listening. Oh, man, you got him. Man, he yours, man. Man, man, he a big, I can't do nothing with him no way.
Yeah.
Finna play with us. Everything was cool. Then mama just, didn't even return my calls no more. Like, mama was excited. So I know the coaches got in his ear. These the same coaches. It's a big man. They can't teach no post moves or nothing. I play guard and big. Know we can take off with the kid. But they just care about this little team that they ain't gonna know. It ain't gonna go no further than Batesville with.
Facts. Man, I seen some coaches, and I ain't trying to down them, but they really football coaches.
All day.
Hey, man, and they put this together to keep their kids something to do together around. Man, I had him cut me off mid-conversation. I was talking to the parent, and I was offering her opportunity I've been begging for a son for a minute. And I'm like, I ain't trying to get, and I ain't going to, because, you know, people going to know what I'm talking about, so I'm going to leave that alone. But he cut me off talking to her and said, no, our first football game that weekend. And I was like, dang, bro, like, this is a good opportunity for him. Because, like, playing around in Conway, dude, too good for that. And it was like, man, you know, but I'm going to leave that alone. But what about you, dog?
Yeah, I'm with Coach on that. Like, I think a lot of it is, like, ignorance to the situation. And then I definitely think it's a lot of, like, ego in a way.
Yeah.
Especially
yes.
it's a lot of ego in a way. And my situation kind of different because I don't got no kids right now, so I do my work is sometimes around kids and all that, so I be in different situations. And one thing I do see is, like, ego, and people don't really take development serious. That stuff go a long way. Even if it's just you running a hill a couple times a week, that stuff matter because you got muscle memory, you got the ability to do it, and you know in your head that's what you need to do to keep on progressing.
Facts.
It's just everybody don't be on the same page. That's
Yeah.
what I be thinking. Yeah.
The D word. I don't mean to cut you
No,
off.
go ahead.
I was finna say that.
Yeah.
See, I got to know what I'm doing to develop kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I got to know what I'm doing, and if I don't know what I'm doing, I can't develop them. And then, am I willing to develop them? Because practicing 3 times a week, that's time away
That's
from me, my
time, yeah.
family, and my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Am I willing to do it?
Yeah.
And third of all, what are we doing in practice?
Yeah.
Man, I've gone to certain practice, and all they do is scrimmage.
Yeah.
Ain't stopping them, ain't correct them, just let them run.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you know, the thing about it is, it's just, but it's high school coaches like that. So we can't just talk about AAU coaches.
Nah, we can't, but you know, the thing about high school coaching is they was hired to do a job.
Yeah.
You have a choice, and you do have a choice as a high school coach, but I'm getting paid what it's probably feeding my family. And
Yeah,
that
it is. It's a part of your
$10,000 stipend is gonna help me.
Okay,
But
so-
hey, you making a choice where you like, man, watch out, fam. Like you didn't have to do this year. Like we know Coach Josh, I know like Ed'll take care of.
Making no money.
Yeah.
But can I say something? Go ahead. What you finna say something?
Yeah. I was gonna say, is it a problem for coaches to dang, I lost it.
Is it a problem for
Dang.
what?
I'm trying to think about it. I just lost it.
Well, I'm glad you said it. Let me say this while you thinking about it. Let me say this. I'm not hating on no team. I respect every man who step up and do something. Please don't say everyone hating because some of y'all might feel like I'm in the way. That's cool. But I'm going to say this. At the end of the day, please be real with yourself because Arkansas, the thing is our grassroots program is not really established yet. And when people start doing things and getting these lines blurry, it mess it up. So I'm saying it's already a thin line between AAU level ball and rec ball, and we have to establish something that can kind of help us get on track because when we go to Northwest Arkansas, them boys don't dribble up and down the court. You can't speed them up. They pass out of pressure. That affects a lot of urban city teams who fast and dribble fast pace. When they slow you down and they can stop you from doing them transition turnovers, it hurt. When we went to Kansas, we was better than a lot of teams we played, but they transition passes was so smooth. It cut. Yeah. So it's a lot of things you have to expose these kids to. You get what I'm saying?
Now, that's a factor to what y'all saying, and definitely does. So this is what grazed the lines. People start charging these astronomical AAU fees.
Astronomical. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And now, I get it because we do and we should get compensated for our time, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
However, that's when the lines get blurred because that's when the parents can get to yapping about, you know, well, we paying this and we paying that. And also, it can turn into a scam or it can seem like one, you just doing it for the money.
Yeah.
Facts.
And then you don't even want to give people that opportunity to say that.
Yeah.
However, stuff ain't free. And like with Next Page for us, we don't charge our kids. You know,
Well, y'all rich.
We don't give you a fee, but every tournament, the parents chipping in.
Facts.
Okay.
We ain't going to give you no fee.
Yeah.
500. It might end up being that, but I think when you put a fee like that on front of it, Man,
kind of shot people away. Yeah.
$600.
That's why we do fundraisers.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so our parents, we older, they don't really like to do those fundraisers anymore. But we also got people to donate. So we got money donated for jerseys this year. We got money donated for tournaments this year. So, you know, our last 3 tournaments, parents ain't had to pay for them. And we got a fish fry or a cookout next Saturday.
Okay.
Like a little banquet for the kids.
I come get my free plate.
Pull up.
Nah, I know what I was gonna say though. So, do y'all see it as a problem when a coach, a high school coach, is getting paid to coach, but in his mind, his mentality is, I'm a school teacher and I'm here because I just coach and I wanted to be out here.
Well, let me say this because he more of an expert on this. Let me go first.
Yes, sir.
No. And the reason why I say no is because evidently there was nobody else to do it.
Okay.
From what I know about athletic directors in schools who want to keep their job, it's in their best interest to hire the best candidate. So evidently, there wasn't a Josh Hayes or a Shakina Strickland or, you know, some of these Johnny Rice, you know, other great coaches who didn't, you know what I'm saying, just throwing names out there. Evidently, you know what I'm saying, this was it. And if that coach has an attitude about doing it, then evidently he didn't want it. But they begged him maybe or you know, like, God dang it, you know, like I said. So, nah, I can't be because I feel like, you know, he was the last resort and maybe, you know, it was just an opportunity that was open. He couldn't turn down that stipend.
So, I heard that.
Man, you know, I think that's a good question. I think if that was your passion, if that's what you truly wanted to do, and you went to school for that, man, if you not staying afterwards, if you're not working with kids before, I think you're doing a disservice to the profession. But on the flip side, high school, you only gonna have a couple kids that's even good enough to even maybe play college ball.
Yeah,
and what happens is you up there all day, you're tired, you spend your time. Sometimes you just ready to get out of there and go home.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, now that I'm getting older, you know, this is my 18th year coach and my 9th is ahead. And I'm going to say this. Some days I be ready to go, man, as soon as that ball dropped we called it up. Some days I stay late, some days I come early. But I think also it comes with the seriousness of your players.
Facts.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
That can set your tone.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I done had kids that wasn't serious.
And it ruined your mentality.
Yeah, I'm staying up here late, kid ain't even working hard, man. Let's go home.
Facts.
So
What'd you say? You know what? Put the ball. Let's go. I ain't got time for this today. Yeah.
All right.
I know we short for time, so let's take a shift. PDA.
Yes, sir.
How much did your past and how much your present, your expertise? Give me a mixture of everything that played in the part of you feeling the need and seeing a void to where this is needed now. Because I noticed you don't just let these kids run around. It's a mixture of mentorship, coaching, skills and drills, good training, all that. Tell me, how did your past, you know, with the Bloods, and or just your father, the things that your father instilled in you. Like, tell me everything that played in the part to you really wanted to do this.
Man, that's a great question. You know, I'm glad you asked it because a lot of people don't know this. So, I played the 3 AAU from 9th grade up, but high school I was a center. If you in Arkansas and you 6'5" and up, 6'4",
you in the paint.
You in the post.
You in the paint,
right? So everybody can look at my body type of my game. I ain't gonna be no center, no power forward on the next level.
Yeah.
And so what happened was I got to Ole Miss, and I had to learn a new position. Not only that, I had to learn how to guard a new position.
Fact.
I go from being a center on defense. Yes, sir. I go from being a center on defense to guarding, you know, a guy that's putting it on the floor and crossing, and it was tough for me. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't the most athletic, and I didn't know. Man, it was crazy.
Can we catch you on Somebody Who mixtape?
Luckily they have them back then. But let me say this. I wound up quitting. And, you know, I asked the coach, I quit right before Christmas. I was smart. I want my full month break. We got 2 days, boy, to play D1 back. You get 2 days for Christmas. Yeah. It's crazy. So I got my whole month. But what I did, I would go to the Turner Center, which was a gym, intramural gym at Ole Miss. I go, and this is what I would do. I would go do some ball handling drills for about 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I go play. It's 3 courts. The first court you walk in, that's the scrubs. I go play against the scrubs, 1 or 2 games, get warmed up, try new moves, work on them. Oh, okay. Then I go with the smoke. Try that with the smoke. Oh, okay. I could hoop against the smoke, but I was working on this. I never had ball handling skills. By the time I got to UCA, which was 5 months later, I could run the point. I ain't saying efficiently and effectively, but I could bring that thing up the court with pressure on me. I could drive with my head up and make plays now. So my skills and drills come off what I did for my own self. I changed my entire game from when I quit at Ole Miss to when I went to UCA. And anybody that knows me, I was a totally different player because I could handle the ball. And I couldn't do that before. So fast forward to my skills and drills. Jay Sean is 6. He playing for me. And when he was 4, I got him playing in Butter Ball. I got him playing in Tiny Tots.
Shout out to Coach Butter, man.
Shout out to
my
Coach
dog.
Shout out to Coach Butter. I got a lot of game from Butter. Man, much respect. And let me say this. All these high school coaches putting their team in the Butterball Classic, you biting me. I've been doing that for 9 years now. I see y'all biting me. Just give my props. When nobody else doing that. But anyway, shout out to Butter for real. What was, man, I lost my name.
No, you were saying Jason.
Oh, what, Jay?
Yeah.
He played at 4. He was okay. He was solid.
Yeah.
5, I was supposed to get him on the team. The dude didn't holler at me. It's my fault. He didn't play his whole field. He didn't play the whole year. Got him when he was 6. Played for me. We won the Pinnock League, but he was a 4-man, and he could not handle the ball. If he get a steal, he could dribble, get a layup. He caught on the wing. If he could blow by you, cool. But if you strapped up, he going to pick it up. He going to get ripped.
Yeah.
I'm like, he can't be like me because that's how I was till I was 21.
Yeah.
So I started skills and drills because Jay Shug couldn't handle the ball. And I couldn't have him being like me.
Yeah.
Because he was tall as hell. I knew he was going to be a big guard.
Yeah.
Man, 6 months.
Man, it's like dude grew. Like I seen him.
Facts.
Yeah, dog, man. I just seen him yesterday. What was that, Monday?
Yeah.
That dude ain't got humongous, man.
I think he done grown an inch in the last month.
That man had giraffe, man. Yeah.
Hey, outgrew me about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And right. And what's crazy, I grew 3/4 of an inch my junior year. So he way taller than I was in high school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, hopefully he get another inch, and then I need Van to come on and get about 3 more. But Jay couldn't handle the ball and worked with him for 6 months. I said it on this other podcast. I got to his game late, and 2 parents was like, I knew it. They like, hey, Minnie LeBron in there hooping. I'm like, huh? Who?
Yeah.
Like, yo, son, crazy. I'm like, for real? Man, no lie. I got the film now. Got in there, man. He had 16. And I'm talking about he was running the point.
Yeah.
Tallest in the gym. And I'm like, the coaches put him at the point. I ain't told him that.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, my skills and drills really do work. And seeing it progressively, people like, man, your son's got so much better. What you do? Well, you know I do skills and drills.
Yeah.
I'm that card. That's how my business started.
Okay.
For me not being able to handle the ball and my son not being able to handle the ball.
Mm.
So it's off of experience. I taught myself how to handle the ball. I taught him. He taught Van. So Van ain't had to go through that. Van, 3 years old, no lie, I need to find that with the goggles on, dribbling 2 balls, walking forward and backwards.
Yeah.
But Jay taught him. You know what I'm saying? And so the crazy thing is my skills and drills derived from that. And so then when I was coaching at UCA, I used to work these kids out, you know, and they was high school kids. And I learned how to do skills and drills. And then in the summertime, my lead role as a student and grad assistant was I was over the summertime workouts.
Okay.
Coaches couldn't work with them. So I worked the players out, you know, small groups, big groups. And then when they played, you know, I kind of ran the 5-on-5 like I do now. And so all I did was bunched all that together. And, man, everything that I liked about what I learned from my coaches and drills and all that, and I put it together and ran it how I wanted to.
Okay.
And I know this and I knew this. Nobody was doing 5-on-5 when I first started skills and drills. Butter, I think Kim Cooksey, Sammy.
Kim Cooksey, yeah.
Shout out to Kim Cooksey. Shout out to Coach Sammy. They was all doing skills and drills. But what I knew is I'm new. What can I do different from them? Well, everybody doing the same drill. Come on now. I mean, you know, we can get some cool little stuff in there or whatever, but when nobody was doing the 5-on-5 or the 1-on-1 or the 3-on-3,
yeah,
I noticed I started doing it, and the parents was, hey, and they
not only showing you what to do, but putting you in a situation to where you can utilize it and see it.
Immediately.
Yeah, immediately.
Immediate transfer. We just worked on this. Now put it
go out
in the
there and
game
do it.
situation because the cones ain't gonna move.
They sure
He
ain't.
gonna bump you. He gonna hit you. So what you gonna do to get through that?
Yeah.
And so it's the best way to what is the word? Simulate what we worked on and put it in a game scenario immediately and test it out. Well, that's what the parents want. So then the daddies start coming.
Okay.
Or if they drop them off, they come in that last 30 minutes to watch. And so what I noticed is one day I didn't do it on purpose. Hey, coach, man, we ain't gonna play no 5-on-5. This the parents.
Yeah.
I said, okay, that's
they need it. Yeah.
My skills and drills ain't what's gonna keep me going. And they good, don't get me wrong. What's gonna keep me going is this 5-on-5. Because what I do is I coach it like a practice.
Yeah.
I stop it, I redirect, tell them what they should have did, I get on to them, I compliment them, whatever.
So that way right then and there, you correct it, then boom, they can implement it the next play.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes when I show kids certain things in the drill, they don't instantly understand.
Absolutely.
They be like, what? And I'm like, hey, so this is for when he right here, you pop, you want to bring him back because they don't understand the check. You know, a lot of people know how to move the pieces, but they don't understand the strategy behind it. So, you know, you can show them how to move a rook up and down, left and right, but they might not understand the strategy behind it. And I respect that, you know, with the 5-on-5. So let me ask you this before we go. Well, I got actually a couple more questions. I'm done. Do you feel like, and I know this might backfire on you, do you feel like personal trainers are hurting or helping AAU ball and school ball now?
Hey, man, so, you know, I'm going to keep it real. I'm realistic about my training.
Yeah.
I only have time for group training. And I know that a lot of my parents want small group one-on-one.
Yeah.
I can't offer it, and so that hurts me. But I'm going to say this. I think a lot of trainers don't want to offer the group training, and I get it because, you know, that one-on-one, you're going to make a little bit more money.
Yeah.
But not so much.
Yeah.
I do 2 groups, and if you're charging a flat rate, you can get a lot done. But I'm going to say what hurts a lot of kids is trainers are teaching kids high-level stuff these kids ain't ready for.
Yeah.
And they skipping the fundamentals. I'm going to hit you with them fundamentals.
Do you feel like some of them high-level moves is keeping them from passing? Because most of the moves I see them teaching them on how to blow by you. And it kind of take away the team out the element. And it's kind of like I see a lot of how to score move. Well, if I can blow by you and the move I'm using is getting the paint, I don't need to kick out no more if the ending is a floater or, you know, a floater or, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not hating. I got some friends I love personal training. That's why I'm asking you your perspective on, do you feel like that now that we're in the personal trainer area in club ball, do you kind of feel like that's hurting?
I do. And I'm going to say this. I think it's helped the game a whole lot because kids are more skilled.
Yeah.
But I think it's hurting them in what you just said. Because, see, if it's a one-on-one or, you know, a couple kids in a training, well, it's only focused to score.
Yeah.
So what happens when the kid get in the game and they go for that move and they help?
Yeah.
Well, see, that's why I come to play because we in the game in a situation you don't pass. Hey, man, you got to drop that off. You got double blah, blah, blah. Well, they can't really simulate that. And they might not know how to.
Facts.
Let's be honest, all these trainers weren't prolific players. And I'm not saying that you got to be, but when you do your research, I know when people Google me, they want to know where the hell I played.
Yeah.
Number 1. Then they want to know my stats.
Yeah.
Could I?
Hey, state of mind with Coach.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Number 3. Did I make my junior high, my high school team?
Yeah.
And I don't know, and this is no knock to any trainers.
Yeah.
But I've been hearing some things about some of them didn't play middle school or high school ball, or some of them wasn't this and that. I'm gonna be honest. At Ole Miss, I didn't have a good career, but I'm in a record books for shooting percentage in the career in the season there. UCA, I had a good career. I'm in the record books for 3-point shooting and percentage in the season. You can Google that. I'll show it to you. And if you don't have that, a lot of times you don't get the respect until it's a mama.
Yeah.
My mama don't care. She don't know. Hey, man, my baby needs some work. You take them here.
Yeah.
And they don't know. And this is where the daddies got to get more involved. But then the egos. Some daddies don't want me teaching their sons because he going to listen to me more than he going to listen to his daddy because I got the expertise.
I see. Yeah. Yeah.
We got to get out the way.
That's just within the game.
Yeah.
That's crazy because I feel like I know more than any damn body. But, man, my son, hey, like, listen to him. Listen to him. He might know something I don't know. And so I'm going to say this. Trainers are great for the game and the evolution of the game. But I think now they're hurting the game because you see kids and all they can do is score. They can't play. They are not good teammates. They don't make the extra pass. They are selfish. And I think that comes from personal training in a lot of situations. You know, and I ain't knocking them because a lot of these guys, I seen Doghouse. Shout out to Doghouse. Shout out to Sherman.
Shout out to Chris.
I send people to them. They send people to me because they do what I don't do and I do what they don't do.
Yeah.
My point to you is that there's some trainers out here. Hey, man, they teaching these kids stuff. I'm like, what the hell is that? You know what I'm saying? And they're not teaching them the right way to play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, man, I think as much as some of these trainers helping the kids, a lot of them hurting them.
I do want to go back and pinpoint on something you said, like your story and description of how you was talking about. So you was at Ole Miss. Yep. You said to yourself you didn't feel like you was playing up to par to your level where you felt like you needed to be at.
Yeah.
So you decided to quit. Then you decided not just quit, but you decided to work on your game. You went to a different school, and then you excelled. So I just want to pinpoint that you, in your mind, made up the fact that you was going to do that, and you already had it together that that's what you was going to do.
Yes, sir.
So I just wanted to bring that up because in my scenario, I did pretty much the same thing. So I was at a private school my first year as a freshman.
Yeah.
And then I was playing multiple positions on offense, but I switched to defense. Not football, by the way.
Right.
So I switched to defense. But the reason I switched to defense was because I already had it in my mind that I was going to go to another school that was going to present a better opportunity for me. But I just knew I had to work on the position that was going to be available.
Facts.
So I just wanted to pinpoint, like, when you put your mind to something, you can actually do it. Just make sure you're actually serious about what you're doing.
Hey, but
that's real.
And let's dig deeper real quick. You said something that I need these young people to hear. You wasn't scared to let go of the D1 dream and choke your future to recalibrate what you had going and went somewhere else and became successful. See, a lot of kids will literally go to a big school and sit on the bench for 4 years or sit on the bench for 2 or 3 years and lose their hope, and then you don't hear from them no more. They'll go home to mama and daddy.
Thanks.
But you wasn't scared. What went into you sitting here saying, man, I can't leave D1. I can't go back home. They going to say I'm a failure.
Yeah.
UCA, like, what was that process? I ain't gonna lie, I hate to put you, but like that's glad.
UCA is not Ole Miss.
Yeah, and then back then I think it was an NAIA.
It was D2.
Right? It was D2. Okay, y'all was D2. Yeah, you was there when my brother was there. Y'all was D. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Dang, okay.
Man, that's two great questions. Let me just say this. Number one, I was honest with myself. It was damaged with the coaching staff. So even if I stayed, I don't feel like they like me too much. I ain't like them.
Hold on, Josh. They recruited you and they don't like you?
Well, I'm going to say this. Things didn't work out the way either one of us thought they would.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And I ain't had the best attitude.
Okay.
I'm going to just keep it a buck. My body language is bad, all that. And I wasn't playing a lot. You know, I started my first 2 games, and then I broke my foot my freshman year, and I just wasn't playing a lot ever again. And so, I mean, man, it's hard to keep a good attitude. You know, I should have. So I'm going to say this. With that being said, man, that was one of the hardest decisions I made because nobody supported me. My dad didn't support me. My mom didn't support me. My friends didn't support me. Everybody told me I was crazy. Everybody. And I heard it all when I left.
Yeah.
Man, they couldn't make it at Ole Miss. And then after I averaged 16 my first year, they shut up with that.
Yeah.
Even though it's D2, it was still legit.
Still basketball.
We played Eula. I think I had 19 on Eula. I had some really good games. You know, I was averaging 24 a game, and then I sprained my ACL. I mean, I was going crazy before that. I had to miss a month, and I just had to wear that big RoboCop knee brace. My point is, man, I was real with myself. I wasn't good enough to play at Ole Miss at the time.
Yeah.
But I said, wherever I go, I'm going to be good enough to play. And so.
But wasn't that by default? I mean, technically you were a freshman. Because you was a freshman, right?
Yeah, I
Like,
transferred after my junior year, though.
Oh, okay.
Which was my sophomore year on the court.
Okay.
I was there 2 years.
Okay, cool. I'm with you.
So, I mean, even though I could have waited around, but I was realistic.
Yeah.
Man, I wanted to go where I could play and where I would enjoy it.
Facts.
I loved the school. I hated basketball there. And so when I went to UCA, basically it was a breath of fresh air, and they rejuvenated my career. But what you said was it wasn't D1. We went from flying, whether it was commercial or flying private planes, to riding a bus everywhere.
Yeah.
I went from getting a $700-800 stipend to getting $400.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sound about right.
You know what I'm saying? I went from, playing in the TAD pad and, the top SEC spots, Henderson State, Arkansas Tech.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And no knock to them, Harding, but it ain't the same.
It ain't the same.
But my career was better. It's the best decision I made, and I tell people this, sometimes you just got to go out, man. You got to trust yourself. And, man, you got to make an unpopular decision. And I went against what everybody I was around said I should do. And guess what they say I did? That's what they say now.
What's that?
Best decision you could ever make.
Best decision you could ever make.
Well, damn, why y'all couldn't say that then?
Yeah.
Because I heard it all for months.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I played in the Dunbar. I'm saying crazy stuff, slick stuff I hear under, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But then them same people, what up, Coach?
Yeah.
Today, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't tripping. I'm glad I was mentally tough enough. You know what I'm saying?
Dawes, you got something?
Nah, that was
Well,
he dropped some gems.
he did. Well, let's close out because I know we're gonna get some more podcast action with you.
Got to.
But I want you to address this, and we're gonna ride out.
Yes, sir.
Sunday sessions.
Yes, sir.
What a good way to end this podcast, man.
Yes,
Hey, like I said, I tell the story all the time. Sunday sessions did miracles for me, man. I ain't gonna lie. First game beat by 40, and now we beating people by 40. So, man, I ain't gonna lie. I love Sunday sessions. So no matter what I got going, we're gonna talk about Sunday sessions. Man, tell us about the next when the next one is gonna jump out. Tell us, some of the teams that you got. Tell us what you're doing, how you're doing it. Let's touch on that for a second and we can ride out.
Yes, sir. The playoffs, actually the semifinals and the championships is this Sunday. Coming back a month later, October the 8th, we start back. I'm going to just do first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, of course, for parents that don't know. I had a parent ask me this earlier. Middle school and high school, they can't play after October, I believe the 11th, whatever date every year. That's the cutoff. They cannot play with an outside team. So, therefore, it's time for the grassroots again. Sunday sessions, my boy Brian Cav say Sunday sessions is a blessing. Man. We clown with that.
Okay.
But, man, shout out to BCAV, shout out to Coach E, because after his first game, I had to call him like, Coach, I ain't set you up. They lost and, man, people think I set them up. And I was like, nah, Coach, I didn't know.
Well, what I tell you?
Hey, man,
I said, man, that's what we
that
needed.
smoke.
Yeah,
that's what we need.
We play them
tripping,
again.
Coach.
Yeah.
That was so real. We instantly connected because I'm the same way. I ain't dodging no smoke. And your team went on to get better every week. And that's what Sunday sessions can do for you if you trust in the grind, if you in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got high, mid, and low-level talent. And what we also have is a good mixture of rec. Now we're talking rec league and AAU teams. But for my league, it makes sense.
It makes sense. Yeah, this is where you come. Yeah, get them reps up. Yeah.
And you're going to get that smoke. Then you're going to get you some cupcake games. Then you're going to get you some solid games.
Sure.
It's all levels. But what we offer more than anything is, an opportunity. Sometimes, I have my own teams. Opportunity for a kid to get picked up out the stands and play a game. You know what I'm saying? Or a kid he play up with another division. He can play 2 divisions. It's a lot of options. And I'm going to say this, what we've seen is kids come here all day. They might play 2 or 3 games, but they're here all day, and they ain't in the streets. They ain't on the game.
True that.
They're around basketball, around black men or men, period, of mentorship. And, man, it's a safe environment. But also what you see is bonding.
Facts.
True.
Your boys, you bonding with your boys. I done seen it. My boys, other coaches, and you see coaches come together, too.
Yeah.
Which is hard.
It's a breeding ground. Yeah, this is most definitely the atmosphere.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I will say this. Let me know if you're interested in Sunday sessions, y'all. Man, Man, we got a lot of teams. I just had 26 teams in my last league. You know, we did all grades, 7th and 8th, and in high school, of course. Man, let me know if you're interested. It's $200. You guarantee 7 games. Typically, you're going to get at least 8. And in the playoffs, everybody qualifies. It's a single elimination in the playoffs. You just want to come pull up. Man, come watch some good games, y'all. It's a lot of talent out here that's been going unnoticed. And I said this last time I was on a podcast, and then I wind up getting a document. But I just want to attest to this real quick. A few names: Moses Moody, Devo Davis, Al Flanagan, all right, Daniel Culberson, Lil D, Trey John Aline, Jake Sanders, Jacob Prophet, Jay Sean Hayes, Cam Hunter, Cam Wallace, Bryson Warren, all right, Dietrich Reeves. I mean, that's Arion Simmons. That's just to name a few kids that's been played in Sunday sessions. Those guys all play in Division I, Division II, JUCO somewhere. A household name, some of them you never heard of, but my point is, it's a gang of people on here. And I had to put that out here because Coach said it about the clout. I never did it for clout. I've been underground for 11 years. It's going to be 12 in October. But I think people need to know some of the special things that I've been able to do, but also that's going over here that other coaches are doing.
Yeah.
Because we got to highlight the new coaches as well, like Coach Edwin. Man, he new in the game, but what he's done, he's doing more than what coach has been around for 5 to 10 years is doing. This podcast is helping some people. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to shout out you. I appreciate y'all for this opportunity. Man, it was real. I want to tell some more stuff. You got to bring me back.
Oh, man, we coming back most definitely. Yeah, man. And I just want to add to what you were saying. Because, like I said, I coached girls for like 5 years. So I'm new to this will be my second year with the boys side. But, man, this is a new animal, man. So I'm enjoying it. But, like I always give you your props, man. I honestly believe that if it wasn't for Sunday sessions, we wouldn't have had the success we had. Because, like, and I ain't gonna lie, man, it really just made me realize how much my boys, it helped my son, Caden, most definitely. Because, like I said, man, you was giving us them late games, and we'll get here around 5, play at 6, go home. Then you start giving us them 2 o'clock games, and I ain't gonna lie, I was mad because I had to move some stuff around. But then my son, you let him play one Sunday. And then after that Sunday, them cats start asking me you start booking us at 2 o'clock. So I knew when I get here at 2, I wasn't leaving at 6 because Caden was finna play 4 or 5 games. So I ain't gonna lie, Caden played for Josh maybe twice. He ran with GK. He didn't ran with different teams. So my point is, if you don't take the opportunity to utilize this, that's on you. Because I ain't gonna lie, it helped my sons out. My sons out tremendously. Like they was in here shooting around. If you hear the ball in the background, this podcast, this them. And like even when we put up at this gym, they say this Mr. Hayes gym, this Mr. Josh gym. So I ain't gonna lie, salute to you, bro. It absolutely creates the atmosphere. They ran with TJ Jones, my dog, and Conway. Man, TJ go hard with it. Man. This is probably one of the best basketball atmospheres here. That's not like a official AAU capacity. You doing your thing. You simulating the atmosphere, and I love it, man. I done got cool with some coaches who I probably would just be passing. So you know what I'm saying. Shout out to Sunday sessions. I have nothing negative to say. And I think you forgot to add, if you don't have a team, how much do you charge for them to come just bring a player and you'll put them on one of your team? How does that work? Because it just ain't for teams.
That's right. So I charge $50 for a registration fee, and that puts you on the team. You guarantee 7 games. Or you can just pay $10. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't even charge most of my teams this last 2 leagues because the Lord's been blessing me, and I be wanting kids just to come play. What happens to me a lot of times, my kids play AAU, so they don't show up. So I need extra kids. So, man, some kids just come, hey, bring your gym shoes. You might get called to play. You might get asked to play an extra game. And sometimes that waters my league down, but I don't care because that's the beauty of the league is. You know what I'm saying? You can get picked up off the sideline like you're at the court. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, as a little kid, I know they love that.
They love it.
I know they love that.
If you're a coach, my kids getting on your nerve. Hey, coach, they don't even know you. Coach, can we play? Dad, he said we can play. I was like, man, dude don't even know you, fam. Hey, they had Josh hemmed up one Sunday. Josh was like,
right.
Josh was like, dang, man, I told her, but they showed up. So, yeah, man, this Sunday sessions where is it?
Yes,
Man, shout out to Trey Mouse, man. My guy got the mouse from Douse right here. We got the products. We gonna have the flyer in the video. Coach, you want to say anything before we get up out of here?
The PDA Academy is my website. That's my Facebook and my Instagram page. Man, check us out. Go follow us, man. We doing some great things. My reel's been going crazy, and I know this podcast is gonna be nothing short of that. But we doing a lot of good things, and we growing the business. We're about to grow it into an after-school program as well as focus on mental health. We're going to get an ACT Academy going. We're going to do some camps.
Yeah, that's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of good things and also some opportunities to hire some people that's coming real soon.
I like the word hire.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that means paying.
You know what I'm talking about? Hey, man. So, it's opportunities for coaches that want to, come get some extra work in or want to learn or just want to be a part of it and get some extra bread. And so we're looking at doing a lot of different things and expanding to different states. So, man, go follow my pages, man. If you're interested, sign your kids up. But, hey, man, shout out to these two guys. I appreciate you having me, man.
Man, no problem. Yes, what you got, Douse?
Man, I can't say too much. I just appreciate the gems, Coach, dropping on us. All the life experiences and stuff, everybody really be going through the same stuff. It's just people don't hear it. So
we don't talk about it.
We appreciate your viewpoint and your insight on all that. And we definitely look forward to seeing some more of you and everything else you got going on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all.
Well, man, y'all know what it is. This your favorite coach, Coach E, and I got a feeling my son finna get in the camera. Salute to them, man. Them boys be grinding.
I love them.
Man, y'all want to give out a quick
shout out to the family, man.
Well, Coach Josh, how he let y'all play in this league? What has the league done for y'all when y'all first played in Coach Josh's league? What y'all learned?
A lot.
Well, tell the camera, we finna go.
You yelling at me?
He said I'm yelling.
How many extra games did you get with Coach Josh on Sundays?
Like two.
Yeah, like that on the average. So
extra
man,
work.
Hey, that came from them. I didn't tell them to say that. But man, it's your favorite coach, Coach E, man. And salute to Coach Josh, man, my guy. A lot of great things in store in the future, man. Hey, state of mind with Coach E and Trey Dawes, man. Yes, sir.